Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome back to Mark's Tech. So it's been about a week with the Samsung Galaxy S21, and I have to say this is probably my favorite Samsung phone that they have made ever. So let's get into it. I gotta say, this phone is just so fun for me to use. I have to admit, this is gonna make a lot of people mad, but I have to admit it. The S20 Ultra and the Note 20 Ultra were good phones. They were okay, but they just didn't connect with me. You know what I'm talking about? They just didn't, you know what I'm talking about. But for some reason, this phone, it connects with me on a spiritual level. This phone basically is amazing in every way, at least in my opinion. This phone definitely steals the cake from the bakery. It's lightweight, the screen is flat, and the 6.2-inch size is perfect for your hands. I'm happy that Samsung didn't change the design of the phone from the front. In fact, if you put an S20 and an S21 side by side, you'll be very hard pressed to tell any difference whatsoever. If Samsung made the bezels even smaller, I'd probably go FBI, open up! So as we all know by now, this phone does have the Snapdragon 888 processor. What does that mean for normal people? It's fast. It's very fast. Now, usually this is the part I say I don't experience any lag, there's no stuttering, but that's pretty obvious. This is a brand new phone with the latest Snapdragon processor. It is not going to lag, especially with the One UI 3.0. I swear, this Samsung turned this phone into butter. Or should I say Samsung churned this phone into butter? I'll leave. It's fine. I get it. But Mark, what's up with only 8 gigabytes of RAM? What's up with that? Listen, optimization. Okay. Just because your phone has more RAM doesn't mean it's necessarily using that RAM optimized, all right? Samsung is becoming insane with optimization, whereas 6 gigs or 8 gigs of RAM today is probably equal to 12 gigs of RAM 3 years ago, or whenever the S10 came out. Yeah, 3 years ago. Look, I'm not saying this phone doesn't refresh apps, okay? All I'm saying is that if it does, I don't even notice it. See, even if the phone has to close an app due to RAM being overpopulated, the Snapdragon chip opens that application up so fast that you don't even realize that it was gone to begin with. I mean, just here, have a look. So right now, Instagram is located in the RAM. And we could all agree that it opens up basically instantly, right? So now let me go ahead and remove it from the RAM and open it up like this. I mean, come on. The difference is incredibly marginal. So let's talk a little bit about the plastic back. Who cares? Now let's talk about the cameras, after we talk about the plastic back. You guys didn't think I was going to skip it, did you? Look, all I'm going to say is if phone manufacturers can make a quality plastic back, then I think that's definitely the way to go. It makes the phone lighter, you'll also get less hand fatigue whenever you do use the phone for long periods of time. And not to mention, glass-backed phones are very heavy. I mean, think about it. Do you really want to be laying in bed watching a movie like this, right? You're laying in bed, pretend I'm laying down. Obviously, I don't sleep like this, but just pretend. It's fun, you know. We can all pretend sometimes, right? So you're laying in bed, you're watching a movie like this, right? Or maybe, landscape like this. And then, boom, the phone slips out of your hand. What do you do? Well, now you have 230 grams of force busting on your face. Do you want that to happen to you? Well, maybe some of you do. Listen, I don't know. I don't know your personal life. I'm not going to judge, okay? But me personally, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to end up in the ER, okay? The backing of the S21 is fantastic. It resists fingerprints fairly well. And let's be honest, if you spend $800 to $900 on a phone and you don't put a case on, then maybe you do deserve to have 230 grams of force busting on your face. Listen, I don't know, okay? Follow me for more financial tips. No, really, follow me. I need more followers, so do it right now. So back on track, the cameras. Okay, I'm going to do this really quickly because I'm actually doing a camera... Why you gotta be so rude, man? So as I said, I'm gonna keep this review short because I'm working on a camera review, but all I'm gonna say is that the photos that this phone takes are out of this world. Get it? Because it's a Galaxy phone. Wow. The colors this time around aren't too crazy, actually, and I've never thought I would say this in my life, but the Galaxy actually takes photos that are really close to how it looks like in real life. The main camera is great. The 3x telephoto camera is perfect enough to get you that extra little bit of reach in tight places. And the ultra wide is ultra awesome. Again, I don't know why you guys aren't really subscribed. Now the video quality, honestly, I was expecting a little bit better. Now the video quality, especially in low light, is, like I said, I'm not even going to show you this because I'm working on a camera comparison, and honestly, I didn't record a low light video yet that's good enough to post right now to this video, but I've seen it, right in front of me, and the low light is not that good. Whenever it does get low light outside and you're walking with the phone, and every time you step, the phone kind of, obviously shakes. You're not a gimbal, right? And then everything around you in the video also like shakes with every step you take in low light. And during the daytime, it's perfect. But in the low light video, the iPhone 12 series of phones definitely takes better video. Now, if you want a little bit better video capability, maybe look into the S21 Ultra, because that does 4K 60 on every single lens. Meanwhile, this only does 4K 60 on the front and the main camera and the ultra wide. You do not get 4K 60 on the telephoto, which is weird. Why? It's the same chip, the Snapdragon 888 Samsung. Just put ultra wide. Put 4K 60 on every lens. It's not hard. You did it. You literally did it with the same phone, just bigger. Do it to this phone. So let's talk about battery life really quickly. Now, this obviously depends on how you use the phone personally, but for me, I'm getting around 6.5 to 6 hours, 45 minutes of battery life, which is good enough. But the weird thing is that my iPhone 12 mini was getting around the same. My iPhone 12 mini was getting around 6 hours to 6 hours, 15 minutes. And this is a much smaller phone. And, Apple's optimization is just insane. I'll say this right now. But for this phone, not bad. Honestly, not bad, because if you consider the 120 hertz refresh rate, even though if it's adjustable from 48 hertz to 120 hertz, it's automatically updating or adapting, as they say. Battery life is pretty good. I like it. Speaking of the adaptive screen, Samsung, thank you for giving us adaptive. Okay, especially on the Ultra, you'll go from 10 all the way to 120 hertz, and on the 21 and 21 Plus, you'll go from 48 to 120. That is. Are you okay? That is amazing, because I love 120 hertz, but not when I'm just doing nothing. Like if I'm just waiting for a chick to reply to me on Snapchat, I don't want that screen refreshing 120 times, dude. Give me like one time. I don't care. Okay. Now when she sends the video, right, or photo, video, then put it to 120 hertz. You feel me? So I guess this is the part where I say this phone comes with a 25-watt charger. It's super quick. But in fact, it does not. It does not come with any charger at all. In fact, I'm using my MacBook Air charger, the 30-watt charger, and let's just say it charges very quickly. You'll get to 100% from 0% in about an hour and 15, an hour and 20 minutes. That's good enough. Really, that's fantastic enough. The battery already lasts me all day, so if I, in the off chance, do need to top off, I'll probably top off for like 15 minutes, and that's it. Call it a day. Now look, I've only used the phone for about a week. Okay, and if I have all these good things to say about the phone, then you can imagine what the full review is going to have. So subscribe, again. And I also have a review coming up of the Galaxy Buds Pro. These are nuts. So stick around, subscribe again. All right, so this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.